Good morning, YouTube. Today is actually my 51st birthday. So what I brought for myself, this has come from Belarus in the former Soviet Union. And this came locally from Australia. Both left on March 12 and they both turned up on March 28. So let's see what they look like. It should be a Helios lens. Start with the Russian. More tape on this. It's very, very thin, but it's an M42 lens. 1979 is the manufacture year. Jack Bell, Australia. That's definitely wrapped up. Spent 2 weeks in Minsk, however you say that, the Russian port. Wasn't expected to be delivered till well into April, but April 2 is my birthday, and it got here in time. So, I know, down a bubble wrap. And guess what? It's still wrapped. That's something wrapped in plastic. Feel fantastic. Alright, we're going to start turning barbecue. Here's hoping being 51 is a lot better than turning 50. When I turned 50, I nearly lost my job 3 times. I got trolled so many times that I just about gave up on social media. And I got addicted to buying lenses. Okay. Hit the plastic on here, it's got the lens caps. Screw cap one. A little bit of plastic there. That's looking clean. Pop the cap off there. If you can see that. We have a Helios 44-2, 58mm, and he said it was 1979, and it's got on here 57, I'll have to check that, doesn't worry me. I was always told that the serial number on here, the last 2 digits, was manufactured year. I could be wrong. I do the aperture on this thing. It's at the front, I think. Yes. There we go. It opens, it closes. It's going to take getting used to having the aperture ring at the front. Solid. Beautiful. We shall test that one out, put some photos on the end of this video. Okay. This is a new lens. Since I ordered it, I got an email asking if I wanted to sell these as an affiliate, so I can actually put an affiliate link on the bottom. This channel's not sponsored by anybody. Nobody wants to sponsor 50-something-year-olds who own a dozen different brands of cameras. It's not the cleaning cloth. you can read that, I'll put a photo up in a sec. TT Artisan 50mm f1.2. This should be micro 4/3 mounts. M43 mounts. I have got behind me. Yep. I have been using these nearly a year. That's the 17mm. That's the 35mm. They don't work very well on the G100 because the G100 has no in-body stabilization. But they work exceptionally well on the EM5 and the EPL7. And we got an EM5 Mark III as well, and it works on that. Right. Get this open. Handle with care, so we put more tape on it than I can handle. Sorry, my own words. Don't need an unboxing video, so you can see plenty of unboxing videos for TT Artisan. Ooh, this one's heavy. That's actually 17. It's nearly twice the weight of it. That doesn't weigh anything. Really heavy. What do we got up here? Okay. Pentax M50mm. Give you some kind of size comparison. That's heavier than the Pentax M. Right. I'll get some photos of that one as well and I'll put them. This is a Helios 44-2, 58mm. And just like that photo I took with it, was at f2. And it's very much a good thing for your brain, because you're doing a lot of focus with this one. And you focus on the infinium, and then you can just take that one closer within a couple of meters. It's good for shallow depth. Here I've tried to focus in on the pen. I'm outside the laundromat. There's 3 laundromats in this area. I'm working on the bokeh. The Helios is supposed to have soap bubbles, so I thought it was a good spot to try and get some bokeh on those lights in those laundromats. It's not bad for those sorts of things, so I focus on that. That was only about 2 meters away from the camera. The yacht book, or yachties, not too sure. It's mostly about the World War II history of the area and the sailors, because this was a Navy port area. Once again, chasing those bokeh lights in the background. You've got a bit more soap bubble with this one, as you can see behind what's the gold cash register there. So it is working for bokeh. A little less about bokeh and more about how good this Helios lens is for colour capture. That's around a metre. I'm on the other side of the glass, and it's not far in from the glass. Now, one of those shop window displays in Williamstown, Victoria. So it's quite good for capturing colour. As you can see, at f2 it does get a little bit soft on the edges, but that doesn't worry me. It's nice and sharp in the middle at f2. So it's not bad for colour. As you can imagine, I'm wandering around just on 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So there's not enough people around to practice portraits. So I tried to get that head in focus, but it actually got the arrow in focus. And you can see a little bit of bokeh in the background with those lights, so it is doing good for the bokeh. Once again, it's f2. I did f2 all night on this one. Last photo for the Helios. This was standing out in the middle of the road, pretty much dead on midnight. Seeing how we go with f2, what sort of depth we get with the fade off, if we're going to get any streaks and lights, handled it quite nicely. This is pretty much straight out of camera with the blue lights on the side and the fog lights down the middle. But it works well. I'm happy with this lens. Okay, we'll move over to the other lens now. TT Artisan 50mm, and this one's the f1.2. It's made for the micro 4/3, but it does say it's an APS-C lens, so it's not cropping anything out of the side. So this is just a sunset over the bridge over the railway at Newport. I haven't had much time to use this one yet, but both the 55mm one and the 58mm 2 lenses I got for my birthday, I'm going to be putting on the Pentax MX and on my SP500 film camera and the K1000 camera. I'll be using these on film cameras as well, so not always in digital. all these photos. This photo was shot with an Olympus EPL 7. The Helios that I just showed you was all shot with the Pentax KF. So this is a micro 4/3 lens. Olympus EPL 7 is quite a good little camera if you haven't got one. It pairs well, this one, compared to the OM5 original. They're both very similar. Now, as you can see with this is a shot around f5.6. Got enough depth, it tells enough of a story. It's certainly sharp enough to work. Now we'll show you some nights, because I'm a shift worker. I mainly shoot at night. I'll show you a night photo. This is up on Collins Street in Melbourne. Once again, it's quite late at night. I think, by memory, it was about 11 o'clock at night. Omega sign. We're getting the bokeh effect now. We've got this thing wide open at f1.2. Side note, that was about the only photo out of 30 that night that actually came out, because I forgot the one thing you must do with Olympus cameras. You always have to set the focal length inside the stabilization menu, which is buried in the camera. If you don't set stabilization to 50mm, mine was defaulted to 17mm, so the camera doesn't stabilize. It's a handy note to remember, but it does work once you actually do that. Last photo with the TT Artisan. I was trying to capture this guy's colour. He didn't have a lot of colour on him, and it was a bit of an impromptu photo, but you get the nice bokeh from Flinders Street Station in the background. Once again, we're wide open, so f1.2, we're pretty much only going to get a few meters of focus, but it doesn't bokeh out too badly in the background. You can still tell there's actually a train station or a building back there, and you can see the crowd that are crossing over, going into the train station. Don't call these bokeh bubbles. These bokeh bubbles are not too bad. They're nice and round on this one. A bit like a squash melon, I guess. But it's a great little lens to use. Right. Thank you for watching. I am now 51, which is good. Finally made it this far. Oh, I've got a couple of new plants in my room here. And I'm going to do a lot more filming over autumn, maybe even into winter. Some more film photographs. I'm more interested in photographing in film at the moment. We go over here somewhere above that rabbit you can see behind me. You'll see the Pentax MX that I've been shooting for the last over a year now, I think. It's not a bad little camera. It came fully serviced and still works like new. I've just got a Pentax SP500 coming in the mail and a K1000 coming in the mail as well. They both film. The SP500, what it's given me is an M42 mount, whereas the MX is a K mount with an adapter on it at the moment. So I'll be able to have a dedicated M42 camera. That SP500 is basically a Spotomatic without a timer. And I'll have the MX to use the K mounts on. All these, where are they? That's the Jenna with the wrong cap on, but I have the right cap. So you can see the spin that around. I got that one not that long ago, last month. That is quite good. I really, really like that lens. Probably my sharpest lens. And even the TT Artisans, they will work on the film cameras. So I'll see how they go. I haven't actually done a roll film with them yet. I'm going to do a whole roll film with TT Artisan lenses and see how that goes. Alright, thank you for watching. I won't babble on. If you can comment, I really would like some comments. If you can comment, I can chat to you. If you want to subscribe, that's great. I've got never say no to subscribers. And if you can like the video, good. And I will put some more videos up soon. In a couple of days' time, I'm going to the Steve Curry Afghan Girl film display, what do you want to call it, exhibition. It's a photography exhibition being held down in Williamstown, and it shows Steve Curry's work over the last 40 odd years with film cameras. Sadly, he shoots with a Leica these days, but he used to shoot with a Nikon. So these are Nikon photos I think I'll be looking at tomorrow, and I'll make a video of that if I'm allowed to take a camera in, and if I'm not accused of being a professional photographer. We'll see. Take a camera and see if we get in with it. Okay. Enough talking. Have a good one.